The Big Gift Scavenger Hunt by Chris Watlington. The stage is an old movie theater. There are 2 chairs with a coffee table in between, and on the other side, a love seat. In the corner is a Christmas tree, and a family is finishing opening their Christmas gifts. Lee, a mother in her early 40s, watches her youngest, 16-year-old Ryan, opening his last gift. 5 others are also looking on. Faye, Lee's younger sister, Lee's middle daughter, Beverly, Lee's oldest daughter, Paula, and her husband, Eric, and Faye's son, Deke, who is the same age as his cousin, Ryan.
Hey, an ugly Christmas sweater.
Chicks dig these.
I didn't think it was ugly.
Wait, you thought he'd like that?
Deke!
Yeah, I thought he'd like it. It's festive.
Festive is a Swedish word for ugly.
You're very festive, Brother Ryan.
Wait, what?
Ryan, I like it. You did good, Beverly.
Thanks, Mom.
I like it too, Ryan. It brings out the elf in your eyes.
Chicks dig these.
No, they don't.
Faye, are there any other gifts under the tree? I don't see any, Lee.
There's one more, Mom.
Really?
It's right here. It's for you, Lee.
Oh my gosh.
The Christmas wrapping was my...
It's so festive.
Boom! Punked ya!
Maybe you should have let Paula do the wrapping, Eric.
I offered, but he wanted to do it. This was his idea.
It doesn't matter how it's wrapped, Eric. I like my presents festive. Thank you.
Well, I just hope you like it.
I will.
I think you will, Mom. He took it to the office and really worked magic with it.
It's the picture.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Lee.
What picture?
It's a picture of Lee and your Uncle Paul getting out of the car leaving the wedding reception. Lee was just dazzling, and Paul was so proud. And Uncle Denny snapped this picture as they turned around and waved goodbye.
I've always thought this was the best picture of you ever, Mom.
Me too.
And it's a pretty good one of your dad, too.
For sure.
It's a gorgeous picture of your dad. Oh, Faye had a pretty serious crush on him, y'all. Ooh.
Oh, really?
I can admit that. Me and every bridesmaid, and hotel maid, and old maid in the county.
Mom, that's so wrong.
But it does explain where I get my rugged good looks from.
You get your good looks from that festive sweater.
'Cause chicks dig these.
But here's the reason Eric decided to work with this picture. Check out the crowd standing on the other side of the car.
Oh man, is that Uncle Earl?
That's Uncle Earl.
He'd been drunk since before the vows.
Since before his vows.
What's that on his head?
No one really knows. It's one of the great family mysteries.
I asked him once, and he told me he didn't know what I was talking about. So I came and got this old photo and just showed him.
And what did he say?
He looked at it for about a second and said, I still don't know what you're talking about.
My dad speculated it was a nutria rat. That's my suspicion.
It's so ugly.
Festive.
But the picture is magazine cover gorgeous. So I took it to the office and worked on the lighting and the colors. These old Polaroids were cool, but they weren't always the best quality. And then just completely cropped Earl out of it.
There were a lot of family dinners I wish we could have completely cropped Uncle Earl out of.
Faye.
Like you don't agree.
Well, Eric, thank you so much. What a great present. The only thing better would to have Paul home this Christmas.
That would be pretty great.
This is the 3rd Christmas without Dad.
4th. The last one for he was here when I was in 6th grade.
Well, maybe by next Christmas. Surely he'll be well by then.
I hope so, but there are no guarantees. And even if he is well, who knows if the Army will discharge him or reassign him.
Well, that's what we'll pray for and hope for. Healthy and home, right?
Right.
Can we try and call the hospital again so we can speak to him? What time is it over there?
10 p.m.
Oh, that's right. 10 p.m. Okay, I'll try. Where's the phone? Yes? Yes, I'll hold. Oh, they say they'd connect.
They always say that.
Dial tone.
Crap.
Language.
Crayons.
We'll try again later, Mom.
Well, it'd have to be a lot later because there's still one more thing we have to take care of.
And what's that?
Well, the Big Gift Scavenger Hunt.
Mom,
Oh, wouldn't be Christmas without it.
Mom, this was one thing when you and Dad used to hide clues around the theater and the apartment and back.
and the big gift was like a light bright or a bicycle.
Or that air hockey table.
I loved coming over and beating you on that thing.
I think you did. Like once.
But now that we all drive, even Ryan has his permit, this has gotten to be a lot of work hiding clues all over town.
Oh, I don't care. It's the highlight of the whole gift-giving part of the season for me.
For me too.
And me.
I'm gonna be honest, Lee. Ever since the first one I went on 3 years ago when Paula brought me home from college for Christmas, it's been kind of the highlight for me too.
Well, that makes me happy, Eric.
Me too. He doesn't like the scavenger hunt. He probably wasn't coming home for any other Christmases.
So, who are the teams?
Well, there are always three. Obviously, Paul and Eric need to be together. And since this is the first year you and Dee can both drive, you can travel together and be a team. So, if it's all right with Beverly to have Aunt Faye as a co-pilot...
I'd love to have her on my team. She knows how you think as well as anyone else, so I'll probably win this thing.
In your dreams.
Who could that be? It's Christmas morning.
The Christmas Day matinee starts.
At 2 p.m., and that's still more than 4 hours away. We won't open the box office until 1:30.
Mom, I think I know who it is.
Oh.
I invited Mackenzie over for the scavenger hunt.
How did you know we were going to have a scavenger hunt?
Mom, we always have the scavenger hunt.
But it's Christmas morning, Ryan, like a major family time.
She doesn't like the scavenger hunt. She probably isn't coming home for any other Christmases. Right, sis?
Okay, touche.
Pretty serious for a 15-year-old. Oh,
Pretty serious for a 15-year-old.
in 2 weeks he'll be 16, Mom.
It's all right. She's a great girl. And I know her, and you know her. Faye, she goes by Mackenzie, her middle name, but her first name is Hazel.
Hazel Woods? Eleanor's daughter?
Yep.
She couldn't be a day over 7.
Merry Christmas, family. I present to you the lovely lady, Mackenzie of the Woods.
And the beautiful, amazing Hattie Woods.
Who could not be convinced to stay at her own house on Christmas?
I wanted to come to the movie house.
I'm sorry, Ryan. When she gets something in her head, there's nothing you can do.
Have you ever tried a pellet gun?
Deke!
Actually, Deke, I have, but it has no effect.
Hello, Hazel. So, you've met Deke?
Not in person, but Snapchat.
Oh.
Hi, Bev. Hi, Paula.
Hi.
Merry Christmas, Aunt Faye. I'm Mackenzie. I remember you from...
From Sunday school, yes. I remember you, Hazel Mackenzie. How's your mother, Eleanor?
People don't usually ask about Mom, because she's a little crazy.
Hattie!
Can we watch Elf on the big screen? That's my favorite.
No, Hattie. But you and your sister are welcome to join in on the famous Big Gift Scavenger Hunt we're about to start.
Really?
You're so sweet, Mrs. Lee, but are you sure? We don't want to interrupt on family Christmas.
Oh, they don't mind.
Oh, they don't mind.
We don't mind. But with 2 new racers, we'll have to change the teams up a little bit. Eric, you and Paula are still a team, but Ryan, you and Mackenzie need to be together, which means Hattie's with you.
Great.
Great.
And that means, Deke, you'll be going with Beverly.
I don't really want to go with my mom, Aunt Lee.
Oh, you're not. Since there are at least 3 to a car, your mom will stay here with me.
Mom?
Aunt Lee!
I make the hunt, so I get to make the rules.
See, middle daughter, it's always the same. I'm the one that gets stuck with the creepy cousin.
Yeah, well, you look so festive.
You smell so festive.
Knock it off. Okay, here are the first clues. Go stand next to your fellow scavengers. Okay, for our new racers, here are the rules. Each envelope contains a rhymed riddle. The answer to the riddle is a location somewhere within the city limits. At each location, you will find another envelope with your team name on it. Do not move or mess with any other team's envelope. If you do, I'll know and you'll be disqualified.
How will she know?
She just knows.
The last clue will lead you to your big gift, and the team that comes back here with their big gift and touches their hands on the stage first gets a big bonus. If you get stuck on a clue and can't figure out where it's leading you, each team can call me for 1 hint and 1 hint only.
Ryan, I heard you had to that back in the day when the clues were just in the lighthouse in the lobby, you had to use a hint when the clue was when the location was the popcorn machine.
The clue was Lieutenant Colonel. Make it stop. All the popping. Pop, pop, pop.
And you couldn't guess that?
Wonder who told you that story. I was only 6 years old.
You were 9. It was kind of dumb, but it worked for you. Cute little dumb boy in fitzy pajamas. Chicks dig that stuff.
Boom! Punked ya!
I didn't know your mom had a mean streak in her.
Mom don't play.
I didn't know you still had those PJs.
So, anyways, use your hints wisely. And remember, it's a mental race, not a NASCAR race. Solve the riddles as fast as you can, but drive safely. If anyone gets pulled over for speeding, whether you get a ticket or not, you will have to pay for the other team's big bonus yourselves. You got it?
Got it.
So how do you know if we got a how do you know you got pulled over if we don't get a ticket?
She just knows.
I'm ready.
Don't touch the screen!
I wasn't gonna.
Hattie, it only takes a few fingerprints to ruin the whole screen. And it cost how much again, Ryan?
$6 million.
I wasn't gonna.
It's okay, Hattie. I know you weren't gonna. So, here are the teams. Faye, would you do the honors?
I'd be honored to do the honors.
It's the honorable thing to do.
Okay, Paula and Eric, you are the scalawags. Beverly and Deke, you are the scavengers.
No, sorry. It rhymes with Avengers.
Oh, okay. Beverly and Deke, you are the scavengers.
You look like the Hulk.
And Ryan, Hazel, and Hattie, you are the scab cringers.
All right. The scallywags, the scavengers, and the scab cringers. You have your keys? Okay then. On your mark. Get set. Merry Christmas! Let the Big Gift Scavenger Hunt begin.
We're gonna beat you, Ryan.
Whew, that was a lot of energy. I missed that. But I do appreciate not being on a team. I mean, if I was going to be on a team, I think I want to be on Beverly's. She makes me laugh, like, all the time. It's just, I think I'd rather have a quiet cup of coffee with you on Christmas morning than be driven around in a Christmas car race by a teenager. How do you do it, Lee? The scavenger hunt, I mean. 6 different clues in 6 different places. I mean, when do you have the time to... Lee? What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just...
Don't apologize, Lee. Just tell me what's wrong.
I miss Paul. I mean, another Christmas and no dad.
Lee.
I know. At least he's alive. We could have lost him. I get that. But your kids are only kids once, you know. He was gone when the girls were little for 2 Christmases, and then I thought it was over. But when they brought him back, I didn't know it was going to be for like half of Ryan's life. He barely remembers Christmas with his dad. I barely remember Christmas with his dad.
Lee, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It's just that sometimes when your family's all here, I kind of let my guard down. But when they leave the theater, I just need to...
Decompress.
Yes, decompress.
I understand. I get it. But you know the other side to the story, right? That Paul was doing what he was born to do. He's a natural leader and he's brilliant. He went back because he truly felt his country needed him to be there.
You're right.
And he was right. Look at what they've accomplished over there. You hear so much criticism over the military these days. We shouldn't be over there. We shouldn't leave them over there.
If people in the region are suffering and we ignore it, we're just privileged Americans who don't understand. If people in the region are suffering and we go over to help, we're just superior Americans who don't understand. I know. I can't even look at Facebook, and sometimes I don't even want to go to church.
But you don't hear that about Paul's unit. His work is so, heroic? Is it corny to say heroic?
I don't think so.
Well, heroic then. But I know none of that really matters when you're missing your husband.
Yeah, it does matter. Except when it doesn't.
Like Christmas morning, right?
Right. Like Christmas morning. I love you, sis.
And I love you.
Ryan, Mackenzie, and Hazel in the car.
Is it normal to have to call for a clue on your very first hint?
No, sometimes.
We're gonna lose.
We're not gonna lose. Just read it again. Read it one more time.
Okay. It's just not fair that these two schools should play. One of them is super huge, the other's just a 2A. I don't suppose it's a big surprise win. The science score is done. The bigger school wins very far, 120-21.
We're gonna lose.
We're not gonna lose. We've gotta think. I'm gonna pull over here at Walmart so we can think.
Walmart is where all the losers go to think.
We're not gonna lose.
All the schools around here are close to the same size. The whole county schools are like 2A, right?
Except for our school.
Right, but it's not super huge like the clue says. There have been some pre-district basketball and volleyball games that the little county schools have beaten us, so it's not like super unfair like the clue says.
Okay, so what school around here is super huge?
I don't know, but I do know Mom's clues are hardly ever obvious. The answer usually has nothing to do with what the clue is talking about, so my guess is that they aren't schools at all.
If they're not schools, what are they? Like prisons or something?
Hattie, you're not helping.
Actually, she's not wrong. Probably not prisons, but it probably has nothing to do with school.
Okay, so what kind of game has a scores like 120-21?
Not many, but there may not be a game involved.
Oh, I may not be very good at this.
We're gonna lose.
We're not gonna lose.
Are we gonna call? I think we should call.
Okay, but I sure don't want to blow our one hint on the first dang clue.
I think it has something to do with the word sign score. That sounds fishy.
She's probably right. Read it again.
Okay. It's just not fair that these two schools should play. One is super huge, the other's just a 2A. I don't suppose it's a big surprise when the science score's done. The bigger school wins very far, 120-21.
See? When the sign score's done. What does that mean?
What does that mean? And see the last line, the bigger school wins very far, 120-21? If you totally dominate, you win big, not far.
Is it cheating to ask for help?
No, you get one clue, but only one.
No, I mean asking someone for help on it.
I guess not. We've never done it, but Mom never said we couldn't.
Well, look, there's a whole group of grown-ups over there.
And there's Miss Murphy, my science teacher. He's dreamy.
What if we asked him?
Okay, let's ask.
Hey, Miss Murphy.
Mr. Murphy, thank you. But hi, Hattie.
Hi, Mr. Murphy.
We're working on this scavenger hunt, and we're having some trouble on this one, riddle.
Can I hear it?
Yeah, Mackenzie, can you tell him?
Okay, it's just not fair that these two schools should play. One of them is super huge, the other's just a 2A. I don't suppose it's a big surprise win. The sign score is done. The bigger school wins very far, 120 to 21.
We're gonna win.
No, that one riddle where the sign score's done, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
That far sounds fishy too.
Yeah.
I think it could be road sign or distance, something about distance. 120. That's the number, right?
120 to 21.
That's how far Beaumont is from here. So maybe it could be the sign to Beaumont?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's gotta be it.
We're gonna win.
Bye, Mr. Murphy.
I never asked. At the end of the scavenger hunt is a big gift.
Right, that's why we call it the Big Gift Scavenger Hunt.
Yes, this I know. But the last time I was here, the big gifts were $20 bills, and the kids found them up by the projector in the projection room.
I remember that one.
I do too. The final clue was a classic. The flame's always there. You can light it with a switch. And the people in the stories walking by without a hitch
Are running and they're moving, but they're really still as ice until they pass before the flame and light into screen life. Oh, I was so proud. Only took him 3 hints, though. It's where the 1 hint rule comes from.
But what's the big gift at the end of this year's scavenger hunt?
It's the best gift of all.
Really?
Really? It's not so much what they're getting.
No, it's how they're getting them. At the end of a cool town-wide scavenger hunt.
No, it's not how. They get something at the end of the scavenger hunt every year.
Then what?
It's not how or what. It's who.
Who?
Who? Oh, there it is. Our first hint request.
I bet it's our 2 kids.
You're right. Our 2 kids.
Then we wouldn't have driven across the whole town for no reason.
It made sense to me.
You don't know jack squat about this race, Deke.
Yeah, well, your mom stuck me here as your partner, so I guess you'll have to live with my ignorance, Beth.
Hello?
Ignorance is lack of information, Deke. Stupid is lack of intelligence. That's what you have, Deke.
Okay, if you're so smart, what's the answer, Bev?
Hello?
Mom, hello. I called you.
I gathered that. I've been answering the call for several minutes.
Sorry. Okay, we're stuck and we need a hint. It's the one about math.
Right. Where are you right now?
We're at our church parking lot. Strangely, there are several people milling around.
Oh, they're getting ready for Meg's daughter's wedding tonight.
Rachel! Her Christmas night wedding. That's right. Bev, is Meg Bickley in that parking lot?
Yeah, she actually is.
Okay, go over to her and tell her you're doing the scavenger hunt. She's always loved it and would be tickled to help you.
Is that legal?
No, it's clearly illegal. That's why Mom's suggesting it, Deke.
Just checking, Bev.
Stop being mean to each other.
That's all right. I'll disqualify you in a New York Christmas minute.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, Deke.
Me too, Bev.
Take the clue over to Meg and read it all to them. And tell her this hint if they need it. Ready?
Ready.
The location is not at our church, but it is at another church.
Another church. Okay, got it. Bye. Miss Meg, do you have a moment?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
So, we're kind of stuck on this clue for our big family scavenger hunt. Do you mind helping us?
Sure. What's the hint?
Plus equal, plus equal, plus equal, plus. No minus is there, so subtract that for us. The problem has no numbers, fractions or such. Plus equal, plus equal, plus equal, plus.
Is there any other hint that goes with that?
Oh yeah, another church.
Another church. Plus equal. Oh, the Methodist church. You know, because the wall.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thanks a
Bye,
lot,
Miss Meg.
Bye.
Okay, do you think we're ahead or the others or behind?
Well, we got the first two pretty fast, and then we got stuck on this one, so I'm not really sure.
Well, if we need to make up some time, I'll be glad to drive.
Outside of me being unconscious and needing life-saving medical attention, there is no reality where I'll let you drive my car, Deke.
Gee, thanks, Bev.
Oh, I hope they don't kill each other before they get all the riddles solved.
So, you were about to tell me about the big gifts at the end of the Big Gift Scavenger Hunt. I want to know what they are and who they come from.
Okay. Each of them will find a set of keys. When they return, they'll find their new cars out back.
What?
I know, right? And the team that gets back here first gets their first 4 tanks of gas paid for. Deke gets 4 tanks of gas paid too, if he and Beverly can figure out how to work together and if they win.
Lee, how are you affording this? I mean, this old theater does good business, but not that good.
See, I told you, it comes down to the who.
So who?
Paul.
Paul. Your husband who lives on the military hospital overseas, Paul? The guy who lives on the military salary, Paul?
One and the same.
How?
Well, I don't know how to feel about this, but Paul and his brother are selling all the theaters.
What?
They're selling the theaters. Well, all of them but this one. He doesn't want to sell this wonderful old thing. And even if he did, I wouldn't let him.
But all the others, they're not doing well?
Actually, they're doing very well. Well, except for the one maybe in Mansfield. But the others have always been so full on the weekends and do well enough on the weekdays. So they price him to sell, and most of them have already sold.
So the big gifts
are being financed by the sales.
Wow. Did not see that coming. But, Lee, when Paul gets home, what will he do?
Well, injured officers are always well taken care of. And his brother doesn't need the income, so he's selling us his interest in the theater for about $100.
$100, not $100,000?
Nope. He said $1 for each of the years he hopes the theater remains open. Very sweet of him.
I can't believe they're all getting new cars.
Whoa. They're not new, just new to us. Paul and Eric are getting a 2019 Dodge Charger. Very nice. Beverly wanted a truck, so she's getting a 4-year-old Chevy. And Ryan's getting a mid-sized truck that was born the same year as he was.
But still, what a great surprise.
Yep, a great surprise. If they can solve the riddles. Oh, come out back. I'll show them to you.
Yep, I love my truck, but we really need to get something new, Paulo. Or you. You've driven that Toyota the whole time I've known you.
Eric, I'd been driving it 2 years before we started dating.
I know, and it still has a distinct odor of Todd Fisher in the seats and floor mats.
Yeah, his foul aroma was one of his better qualities.
Can't believe you dated that guy.
Me either, but I got 6 words for you. Sherry Showalter. What were you thinking?
No joke, but okay. You think we waited long enough to call your mom?
Do you?
I think so. We got the first 5 of them in literally 15 minutes. Surely the others weren't as fast.
No way they were that fast. I know none of them have noticed that weird church wall and the road sign. Maybe, but I doubt it. The courthouse was easy, but the other 2 probably not, and it means a whole lot more to them than it does me.
Really?
Well, winning means more to them. The scavenger hunt is the greatest tradition in the world of Christmas, and I love it. But I don't really care about winning anymore.
Mighty nice of you. But I really don't know what's the last clue getting at.
Yeah, neither do I. Read it again.
Okay. Since World War II, Elizabeth reigns. Through frozen storms, she stays the same. Through desert dog day afternoon. Her subjects need orders, so she comes through. The base of her clown. The clue is found. So I guess the clue is found at some bottom of some sign place.
Right. Another clue took us to the courthouse, so that isn't it.
And you don't have any friends or relatives named Elizabeth?
No.
And we don't know any World War II vets.
No. Oh, look over there. Blake and Missy are in the yard with little Mason. He's so cute.
Paula, try to focus.
Okay, calling Mom. Mom! Yeah, no, we're doing pretty well, but we're stuck on the Elizabeth one. Right. Yes, we need a clue. You thought that was the easy one? No, the courthouse was the easiest one. Well, we thought it was. But anyway, give us the clue. That's all? That's all you're giving me here? Okay. Yes, it's our last one. Okay, thanks, Mom.
So?
The hint is the location has nothing to do with anyone named Elizabeth.
That's it?
That's it. I'm getting nothing.
Wait, I got it.
Got what?
We're thinking about it wrong. Elizabeth is a queen, right? And a desert is so hot, so a desert dog is a hot dog. And a frozen storm.
Is a blizzard. A frozen storm is a blizzard.
A hot dog in a blizzard.
Dairy Queen, and her subjects need their orders. Duh. It's Mom. Hello? Yeah. What? You're kidding. Well, okay, we'll be right over.
What?
The other two groups just pulled up in front of the theater. We're gonna get dead last.
Well, fortunately, Winnie doesn't mean much to you anymore.
It doesn't, but last, I still have some pride.
Personally, I'm glad we lost.
Oh, are you now? And why?
Well, I have a Christmas surprise of my own today. We'll get the Dairy Queen thing. Then we'll have to go with me to pick it up.
Okay, but first we have to go back to the theater, because...
Paula, I'm not asking you. You have to go with me to pick it up.
Oh, here they come.
Boom. Eat it, Deke.
I knew he'd win.
You cheated, dude. Hattie stood in front of my door in Beverly's crappy car and wouldn't let me out.
Not cheating. That's strategy.
Where's Paula and Eric? They've already been here, and are they back and taking a nap?
Nope. You both beat them. They had to use their clue on the Dairy Queen one.
The Dairy Queen one? That one was easy.
Yeah, we struggled on the mileage sign in the barbecue place.
That one was easy. We like to never figured out the courthouse clue.
That one was hard.
So what is the key to?
Yeah, what's the key to?
I'm thinking we're gonna get one more clue to find a lockbox or something, and use our keys to open it and find the big gift.
Wouldn't be a very big gift in a lockbox, Bev.
I don't care what you think, Deke.
Let's just say I think you're gonna like your lockboxes. Okay, Beverly and everyone, here's your final clue. Go out back and find your lockbox. The one that fits, that your key fits, is the one that rocks. Are you ready? Go! Ooh, they're gonna freak. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it.
Ah!
There it is. Great stuff, Lee. Yep, this is fun.
Mom, oh my gosh, thank you.
Those are awesome lockboxes.
I love my truck, Mom.
Me too. It's an '05, isn't it? Kind of a classic. Chicks dig it.
I'm glad you like them.
Is that Paula's Charger?
Yep.
She's gonna go crazy.
Hey, what do we get for winning the big gift scavenger hunt?
Hattie, it's not our scavenger hunt, so we won't win a big gift.
Actually, that's not true, Mackenzie. If you're on the winning team, you win. Ryan, you get this for winning this. And Hattie, this is yours. And Mackenzie, this is yours.
A gift certificate to the Rio, unlimited popcorn, and I get to sit in the projection room?
You and a guest of your choice.
Will you be my guest?
Mom, whoa, my first month of gas?
Eventually, you'll pay for your own gas. But not until February, at least.
Mrs. Lee,
I've had it since high school.
Mom wrote a book of poems?
They're very good, Mackenzie.
Mom was a poet before the accident?
She was. And check the poem on page 12. Even though you weren't born yet, she wrote a poem for you.
hazel eyes. It's really for me. Thank you so much.
Miss Lee, how'd you know we'd win?
She just knows. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Your attention, please. I have an announcement. As a proud owner of a new truck, one that I won during the annual Big Gift Scavenger Hunt, I hereby give the keys to my fellow scavenger, Deke Carmichael, to take the first drive.
I thought there was no reality short of you being unconscious where I would drive your car, Bev.
Yeah, that was my junker Camry you couldn't drive. And you still can't, Deke. But the new truck...
Dude, I wish me a Merry Christmas. I wish me a Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year!
Surprise!
Hey everybody, Merry Christmas, Lee.
Paul!
So the kids got cars. Big surprise, right? So I thought you needed one too.
It's good that there are some things that you just don't know.
But how?
It was the strangest thing. Here's what we found at the Methodist church, standing by the wall with all the pluses and minuses on it.
No, seriously. But how?
I'll tell you tomorrow. It's good news. But for today, we'll just call it Christmas magic.
I swear this is like a Hallmark movie.
That's exactly what this is like.
Dad, you said the kids got what? I thought this key would open a lockbox somewhere.
You're gonna love this lockbox.
Lee?
Oh, go see outside.
Love you, sis.
Paul, how did...
Until tomorrow, Christmas magic.
Okay. Well then, I think that this is the best Big Gift Scavenger Hunt of all time.
You might be right there, sweetheart. You may be right.
The end. Good evening and Merry Christmas.